So your son is going to grad school and you're wondering if you should apply for private student loans to see if they offer better rates. Well, here is the order of operations for paying for grad school, and you can find this at the College Investor. And of course, you start at the top with scholarships and grants. A lot of graduate school programs offer fellowships or assistantships. Then you have grad direct student loans, and you can borrow up to 20,000 bucks as a graduate student. Then you have federal graduate plus loans, which you can borrow up to the total cost of attendance. Now, I don't know what your child's going to graduate school for, but for most graduate school borrowers, sticking to the federal student loans for 100% of the cost, doesn't even matter what the rate is the smartest financial move. And the reason is that federal student loans offer things like income-driven repayment plans. They offer things like student loan forgiveness programs, which can be especially helpful if you're going to rack up a lot of student loan debt and you're going to go into public service. And they offer things like hardship options, right? Like the COVID pause, things like that would only happen with federal student loans. Yes, private student loans may have a slightly better rate. However, the rate isn't everything when it comes to student loans. It depends on what your child's going to do. For example, if your child's going to medical school, there is a good chance they can get all of their student loans forgiven because so many doctors work in public health. They do their residency training at a public hospital. They are going to go work for a nonprofit organization like a medical group or a hospital organization. And so there's a lot of ways to get your loans forgiven. And those two are the only ones that will get forgiven for programs like public service loan forgiveness, not private student loans. So you really got to see, what are they going to graduate school for and what's the purpose. If they're working in public service, you only want to stick to the federal student loans. Private loans, like, they could be cheaper, right? But you can always refinance later if your life changes or different things. So I don't think you should take private loans out of the gate if you don't need to. Stick to the federal direct student loans and grad plus student loans for graduate school.